Welcome back to Stationeers, guys. We are back, and as you can see, there's been some improvements made off camera after the last effort of doing a massive part of the build happened, and the recording software got screwed up. I was a little bit ticked off, to say the least. So basically what I've done is just made things look a little bit nicer. That was sort of my downtime, my relaxing, just so I could get back into wanting to keep playing this. I do want to play this, but just the recording that day just really messed me up. So let me show you what we've got, what we've had to do. I've just been walking around showing you things while I've been rambling. Sorry about that. So ignore this for a minute. This was a byproduct of a mistake. So what I've had to do is put the airlock on its own system now. The reason for that was because every time I cut a wire in the main base, it would short circuit the door, basically. I don't know why it does that, and it would shut it and cycle out. So to stop that happening, because obviously once I pressurize the base, I do not want that happening. None of us do, because, well, we'll lose all the atmosphere in here for one. So I made that improvement. I've put the consoles on the wall ready so you can see where they go. I know I was going to have them over here, but I've decided to have them here for now. And what I've done is put two doors in. Now these doors are going to be sealed obviously once we pressurize, but it just means that I've got two ways of expanding the base without having to faff about too much with losing pressure. So up here is going to be where the greenhouse is going to be. So this will all be sealed in eventually. So that's why these are not airlocks. So you'd step up here, and then the greenhouse is going to be nice and up here, nice and long, all glass, obviously sun raising over there, and it's setting over there. So this will all be glass. Get plenty of sunlight in here for the hydroponics. And then down here, obviously we got room to expand. I'm thinking about expanding downwards and building a landing pad, because rumor has it in updates to come you'll be able to build an actual spaceship. So that'd be cool. That'd be something to look forward to. What we're going to do in this episode though, guys, is one more step towards getting this place pressurized. So we could go now, we are ready, but I need to start capturing different elements in these tanks. So what I've got is a whole box ready. Ta-da! Something else I did off camera. I actually got ready for the build, so then I'm not faffing about and having to edit too much and cut in and out, or you having to stand there and watch me or sit there and watch me make stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to need the furnace from here, and we're going to put the furnace out here. What I'm then going to do is close this up for a moment, and the great thing about this, I could bring this with. There we go. If I can find the door. There we go. Perfect. So we'll put this here, and what we're basically going to do is set up the furnace. So we're going to put a tank in. The tank's going to get the byproduct of this, and then the furnace will heat stuff, and then you'll see what I'll explain it as we go along. I can't really explain it at the moment. It's not, the words are not coming out. So what we want is another tank. And we can put this tank. This tank is going to be byproduct. Move the furnace just there for the moment. Right, what we're going to do is not jump down a hole. That does not help. So, nope. Maybe it's the wrench. There we go. And we don't need the passive vent anymore. Is our furnace. Our furnace can actually go a furnace for now can go there. I think it's probably gonna have to come a little bit more off, actually. So what we're gonna do, just to make life easier, is put our furnace there. There we go. So what we've got is output and input. So the first thing we're going to do is do input. So that be coming off of that. So what we're going to have here is we need a T-junction. I get the right one. There we go. T-junction. I think, yeah. Right, okay. So what we're going to do here, actually, is right. We need one pump. Why can't I get this round? There we go. There we go. And yep, we want it going in. Put that there then. Like so. And yep, that's fine. Then we want one pressure regulator. Which, to be fair, this one can actually Ready?
Power low.
No, I'm recording, but I'm not streaming.
Oh.
But you gave me a nice right.
Oh. Okay.
Nice. Right, where were we? Before the missus snuck up on me. Right, so the pressure regulator we're going to put there. Like so. That ain't going to work. Just going to have to go back just a tad. Not enough room to work. Not enough room to work here. Oh, that's up the wrong way. There we go. That should be enough now. Right, so what this is basically going to do, once everything's filtered out that we want, anything else that's left, so it's going to be pollutant and volatiles, I believe, is going to get stored in this tank, and also get pushed back into the furnace. So what we do with this is we can set the pressure. So obviously what we want is the pressure to be nice and high going in, so then we can be able to smelt stuff. So what we want is 2100, because then that way we can smelt things really smelt near enough everything, apart from, I think there's one material that we won't be able to smelt. Okay, so that is that set, and then what this one is basically we can use this to flush the system in if we need more power. That's basically what that is. So that one's facing out because obviously we're going to want to flush in if we need to. So what we're going to do is try and replicate this on the other side. And then this is going to be on this side, which is the regulator. Back pressure regulator we want for this one. Okay, so what we're going to do with this is set this one to 2150. So basically what this is going to do is make sure that there is 2100 going in, and then if it goes over 2150, this is going to push it out, which is what we want. And where's my pipe gone? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I got this. I'm going to definitely need more pipe. So I will be right back, and then I'll probably actually come back, cut back in once I've actually channeled that down. Right, so what I'm going to do here is just cut this in. And there we go. So that pipe is basically feeding back into the system. So any waste product from that furnace that's going to come out the output, it's going to run down this pipe and into here and feed into the filtration system. Now what I'm actually thinking I'm going to need, because it's quite a long pump, is probably a volume pump, because that is a long piece of pipe. So let me just crank one of those off, hopefully. Pipe volume pump, need gold and copper. Plenty of that. So let me just put that in there while we're here. Copper and gold. I'm going to put one of those in and wire that up just to be safe. And then just so I can carry it, and put this tool away, and right. Probably have it about here actually. So what I'm going to do is drop that there, cut that bit of pipe out, drop that, take that. Right, so we want it going that way, which is superb. And we'll have that on the max. And that is that. So now what we need to do is move on to wiring. We've got a few other things in there that I can show you if we got time. I don't know why I did that. There we go. Right, so what we need to do is get power to this and then get power over there. So we'll cut this, and then what we're going to do is build a junction and have that down there, and then So these are going to be not switched on all the time. They are literally just to either pump in or pump out. So what we can do now is we are almost there. We are getting there. I believe we are. So what I need now, right, you could be turned on. You could be turned on. Perfect. You can be turned on. Right, so you, it's where I need to do some labeling now. Ready for the consoles. So, this is going to be oxygen volume pump 1. Right. We need to do some labeling, and I'll show you why. But first I shall show you how I'm labeling it all up. Ugh. Oh, no. I think that is what I want it on. So we'll find out. So this is going to be air mix 1. Alright, this is going to be oxygen. Filter 1. Nitrogen filter 1. This one was CO2, was it? CO2 filter 1. I'll name it. I'll put in 1 because then if I ever do more of these and they're on the same network, then it's easy identifiable. And then what we'll do, power you up, power you up, power you up, and power you up. Right, so you have power. You don't need power yet, actually. I need to get to you. I do need to get to you. You don't need power yet. Just realised both of these are in the wrong place. They are both in the wrong place. I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. I don't know whether it's worth moving them now. Someone's doing a lot of banging. Right. Worth right, no. Let's not do them, move them just yet, because I want to actually do a test. So flow reg 1, confirm. And then this is flow vent 1. Nope, sorry, it's not flow vent 1. This is flood vent 1. Boop. And this is vacuum. Probably not how you spell vacuum, but that will do for now. I know what it means. And then this is, what did I name the other one? Flow, wasn't it? Flow in, flow out is what I want. Let's just put air reg in 1. Air out reg 1. Right, so we can put that away now, I believe. Let's get my box of tricks back in. Right. You're not on yet. Right, you don't need to be on. You're on, you're on. You're not on yet. Right, I think I know what to do now. So we are getting ready to test this out. Let's make sure this is all sealed. Just double checking. Everywhere sealed. Right. What we need to do now is, these are power control units, so we're going to put power control units in there, power control units in there. Then what we're going to do is get some glass, complete these up, and complete these up, and complete these, bump. So what we're going to do now actually is rename console. So this one's going to be flood control 1, vent control 1, and this is going to be air slash I can't spell, I'm pretty sure, pressure 1. Control 1. Okay, so that is that. And then what I want to do now, if I can find it, there's my data disk. Right, so let's toggle some power on. Right, what we're going to do now is, this is vent, so we want flood vent 1. Actually, yeah, I want flood vent 1. So flood vent 1, toggle, bump. So that should now bump, turns that on. Way, there we go. So this is going to be vacuum vent 1. Toggle, and then I can't drag vacuum. Yep, bump, and now we hit that, and that works. So now this is the big one. So now what we want to do is, actually, yeah, we'll do this, bump. So this is going to need to have control over CO2 filters, air mix, oxygen filter, flood vent 1, vacuum vent 1. So you need air out reg 1. It's going to need solar panel, nope. oxygen volume pump 1, air reg in 1. Pretty sure there's one more. What was the mix? This is what I forgot. I can't remember what the mix was. Air mix 1. There we go. Bump. So now in theory, if I toggle that power on, I don't know why it doesn't light up. Ah, one sec. I needed to do this. Linked. There we go. Now that makes sense. Right. So power low. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting ready. Alright, let's close that down. Swap our battery out.
Power critical.
Oh. There we go. Right, so what do we want to do now? I've got a mining belt here. What I'm going to do is quick save and I'll be back. As I was saying, we got a mining belt here, which should have... There we go. We got some oxide in here. Let's just get everything out of the way that's going to fly around. I'm going to have to stop using this in here if I get everything up and running. You'll probably flap around. Right, okay. Let's just drop that there for the moment. Just put you back. I think this one should have... Yeah, I got water and volatiles in. Right, what I need now is cartridge e-reader, cartridge tracker, network analyzer. One sec and I will be with you. I forgot to do something. Switch you on. So as you could see, there is nothing in here at the moment. Absolute nothing. And if I analyze this, there you go, that will tell me there is O2 100% in there. So what we want to do is turn that off for a minute. We want to just put this down, and then what we want to do is start dropping these. And then what I was told, what I was led to believe, if I drop my waste tank
critical.
And just pop this open. One sec, if I can just pick it up. Open. There we go. So now what we need to do is let's just get that canister back up, fit that back in. Right, the pressure's coming up, so we'll turn this on. It should be starting to regulate now. What I may need to do is do a bit of vent. There you go, see now it's all venting that way. So it's working. It's working. Well, hey, it's working, guys. Oh, I'm being sucked in. I'm probably being sucked in. Which is not good. It's proper trying to have... Oh, crap. Right, so now this should try and find an equilibrium. And if I turn this on, I've got nitrogen, which is what I wanted, and I've got O2, which is what I wanted, and there's a bit of CO2 in it, but the CO2 should come down. So now if I mask, open mask, it's cold.
Low. Helmet closed.
So it's cold in here, so that's another thing we've got to work on. But it is holding. And the pressure's building. So now if I power on, let's get a little bit of the pressure up to where we need it to be. Should be coming out in here as well. Perfect. Let's close this actually. So that is definitely speeding up that. Now the big question is, does it cycle? Let's go test this theory, shall we? Cycle to exterior. Seems to be working. And it opened. Well, hey. Wait. Well, that's just perfect. We have pressure. And there you go, guys. So that is working. The next thing I'm going to look at doing is probably actually getting some heat in here. Because if I could get heat in here, that means I'd then be able to work on getting heat up there. So I'm a little bit worried about that CO2 canister out there. It seems a little bit high. The pressure, hopefully it's not going to explode, because that would just be annoying. But that's exactly what I wanted. 90% O2, 10% nitrogen. That's perfect. That is absolutely brilliant. So there we go, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. We've finally pressurized. I'm not quite sure if it's always going to be flowing across like that, but it might do actually until we actually reach 105 perfectly. But we'll see if it eventually ever stabilizes. But that is it. Next project's going to be setting up that, and then we'll probably look at heating now, actually. So yeah, we're going to be setting up the greenhouse in the next episode, and starting to get some food on the go. And leave your comments, leave your likes, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Please share this video around, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.